Hi. Um, I haven't been able to go live in feels like at least a year. So, um, yeah, a lot's happened since then. So I kind of wanted to hop on and see if this would be helpful. So, I I don't eat breakfast food at breakfast time all the time. I kind of like had breakfast for dinner and like to switch it up, but it's been 5 years in recovery for me, so um, yeah, I thought I would hop on and post this video for whoever needs it, and I think I kind of need it too. So I am in the Philippines. For those that don't know, I've been here for, I want to say, 2 months now. I got my own apartment. I have my own money. It feels pretty cool. Yeah, so let's see how this goes. I haven't done this in a while. I feel like I'm kind of out of practice. But I will show you my food if that helps. I made chicken curry the other day and I felt like having it for breakfast. So chicken curry and rice, and it's just me in the apartment. It's pretty small, but I'm happy with it. Yeah, so I'm gonna practice eating on camera again because I feel like it's been a while. Been doing it in group therapy or in I have to admit that sometimes eating rice on camera makes me a little nervous, so I'm gonna challenge myself today. Only because, and I will be vulnerable, I feel like sometimes I feel like I take bigger bites when I'm not on camera because I'm conscious of what people think or say, or oh, look at that huge bite that she's taking. But I'm gonna try to turn off that voice in my head so that I can just eat, and we can do this together. For those that don't know, I'm kind of opening myself up to clients. If anyone wanted to have meal support, yeah. So I had a craving for this, so I made it the other day. I probably made 3 servings of it, and I've been pretty happy with it. It took me a while to make it. I've probably been craving it for, I want to say, a month and a half, and then I was like, why don't I just make it? I was trying to find it. I'm a little self-conscious, and that's okay. But I'm gonna be human on here. I've been eating out a lot only because food is so reasonable here, which I'm really thankful for. But sometimes you just want food that you made yourself, just because it doesn't taste the way I want it to taste. It doesn't taste like my mom's food. So I think I'm at 150 people away from 1,000. So I'm gearing up to be able to do this again. I don't know why I'm conscious about eating rice in front of people. I don't know. I don't know if it's a little bit of colonial mentality, oh, I should be eating bread, but yep, this is how we eat in the Philippines, and this is how I grew up eating. Oh, I'm gonna practice. You can practice with me if you'd like, or if just watching it is helpful. But I do encourage you to eat with me. We can be vulnerable together. I'm trying to think. So I've been thinking a lot about being here. And sorry if my camera's not like right on me. I feel like I'm a little self-conscious, so I'll put it on the side first and I'll work towards having it in front of me again. Yeah. Lots happened. I'm separated. I don't have my kids. I'm in a different country. I'm looking for a job. I think I have some very good prospects. But yeah, I do want to kind of open myself up to take a few clients. If that's something that you want. I think this is what I'm nervous about. It took a whole bunch of, oh no, there were a whole bunch of bugs in that one. I feel like I need to heat this up again. It's a little not as hot as I like it. So I'm gonna bring you with me and pop it in the microwave. Sorry about the sound of my chair. My favorite chair, but it makes noise. Okay, I'm gonna put you here for a minute. You can't see me, but I'm here. I'm just sticking this in the microwave. I feel like it needs a couple extra minutes. Trying to get it all the way through. Yeah, lots of changes. Trying to think about how my eating's changed. I was reflecting on this because food is so expensive in the U.S. And then when I moved here, like I started in the beginning like posting prices and how much things cost. And now it's more of like, excuse me, not so much how much things cost, but it's more of like how more easily accessible food is here. We don't have a lot of like social services. There are no like SNAP benefits or anything like that. But people do tend to kind of share more. It's a lot more community kind of based. I went to go visit my old school where I went to college. I was walking out of the gate and one of the security guards, this woman, was eating something, and she offered me some. And I thought about that and I said, God, that would never happen in the US, only because it's just not part of the culture. But here, if anyone's eating and you like bump, like even a stranger, if you're eating, you always offer food to the other person. So I thought that was very sweet. That's one thing I really like, and I wouldn't take her food, but it was just nice that she offered. So like, I know a lot of people ask, like I always say like, hey, have you eaten yet? Or, what did you have for lunch? Or I'll say something like that. Ow, that's hot. And people don't always understand, like Americans don't understand, but it's very Filipino of me to always ask like, hey, have you eaten? Is there something, oh, what did you eat? Like, make sure that they had enough. Don't mind my mess. It's real today. I'm gonna start cleaning. Like, I'm gonna clean up, but anyway, like, yeah, it's kind of nice. Like, people won't let you go hungry here. If you can, like, we share as much as we can. I guess just because there's more scarcity. So I think that's a very Filipino trait. But it was very sweet for her to just ask some random person if they wanted to eat, or they'll say kain tayo, which means let's eat, and they'll always share what they have. So like I can walk to like a restaurant that has like food wrapped up in banana leaves, which is the coolest thing, I think. And tell me if you want me to know, like tell you prices. I don't know if that's helpful or if it just makes people feel worse in the US, because I was doing it in the beginning because I wanted people to come visit and know that food is not as inaccessible in other countries. But yeah, let me know if that's helpful or not. And yeah, I'm trying to not take too big bites, but like I'm being self-conscious of it. So I'm just gonna take a medium size bite. Oh, it's hot. Okay, I'll wait a little bit. Now it's too hot. I feel like Goldilocks. Like it's hot or it's cold or what else? I'm cooking a little bit more lately in the last few weeks. I think I go through phases. The good thing about living in a country where, you know, you can go out and buy food and it won't be too expensive, is that like I think that's been helping with recovery. Like if I don't feel like cooking, I can just go out and not spend a lot of money. My aunt, I have an aunt who laughs at me because my favorite breakfast. So I lived in a hotel for like a month and a half, a month and a week, when I sold the house and I was waiting to send the dog over. And I love just going downstairs and like having a full breakfast, like that I just didn't have to put any effort into really. I just had to go down to the lobby and have breakfast. Well, there's a place in my building that's kind of like that. I have to pay for it, but it's like $2.50. So I have an aunt that loves that. She thinks it's the coolest thing ever, and it's good. It even has coffee, so I don't even have to make coffee in the morning. So things like that have helped me. I was walking to the mall a few times a week, and that hurt my leg. So my sciatica started acting up. So I'm gonna do, like I've been doing other things. So I found another place that I could walk to. It's probably like $3 for lunch or dinner, because it's reasonable and I don't feel like cooking sometimes. Actually, I don't mind the cooking. I don't like cleaning up. I don't like doing dishes. I'm here by myself. I kind of get lazy to do that. And I'm too worried about the environment to start using paper plates and stuff. So, which I like most, you know, the restaurants here, they'll use like reusable stuff. Even like McDonald's. I went to Popeyes the other day and everything's like in like real plates, or they'll wrap it in banana leaves as like a way of like a takeout. They'll wrap it in banana leaves and then they'll wrap it in like butcher paper. You won't see any styrofoam here. I don't see any. Very little plastic as far as like bags and things from the supermarket. Everything's paper, and they encourage you to buy your own bags. So I have a lot of bags because I keep forgetting mine when I go to the supermarket, so I have to buy another one because I refuse to like have like even waste paper if I don't need to. Anyway, I'm on a tangent. I'm gonna see if this is ready. No, I'm doing something uncomfortable. I I feel like, I don't know, like eating bread online or something like dainty and small bites feels less vulnerable. So I'm not gonna do that today. Better temperature. But that breakfast is that $2.50. The only catch is that it's early. So they do it from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. because it's a 24-hour restaurant, like a hot pot place, and they don't, obviously, probably don't have a lot of people coming in at 6 in the morning. So they offer that breakfast just, I guess, to make some money during that time. So yeah, I'll have rice. We eat rice for breakfast. Not every day, but a lot. Usually on weekends and things, like Saturday here. But I mean, I'll eat rice every morning if that's what I feel like eating. Yeah, it'll have rice, it'll have some sort of protein. You can pick between like Spam tapa, which is like a beef, and then they had sausages, and I've tried all three. And then it comes with like a little seaweed salad thing and some sauce and coffee or juice for $2.50. So I feel like that's my new like cafeteria-ish, or I'll go down, that's my version of going down to the lobby at a hotel. I'm getting a call, so if you can't hear me, that's what's happening, and I'll call her back. Hope she's okay. But I try to want to finish this meal with you, if possible. So I have chicken, rice. I like a lot of sauce. And I made my own curry sauce with like coconut milk and curry powder. And I put some potatoes and carrots in there just for vegetables and variety. I feel like I need that. Like I like each bite to be different. Makes it more interesting. I'm just drinking water, but this is out of like an old like iced tea bottle. That's another thing we do here in the Philippines. We will reuse a lot of things because there's not really recycling. So I think, I don't know, I bought this a couple weeks ago. I washed it, filled it up with water, stick it in the fridge. That way it always have cold water. Sometimes I'll put iced tea in it, but most part it's water. Yeah, I mean, let me know if there's anything you want me to talk about in general. I feel like I'm kind of chatty and, I don't know, reflective, I think, is probably the best word in the mornings. I'm trying to kind of take it slower in the mornings. I used to, you know, when I had the kids, and I don't have the kids, which is kind of sad. But when I did have them, it was always rushing and trying to find out, you know, what I can eat, what I can feed them, like be quick about it. But the Philippines has allowed me to kind of slow down a lot more, which I kind of like about it. I'm so awkward about it, but it's fine. I think it's been really good for my nervous system to not feel like I'm always rushing off to somewhere. I mean, mind you, I don't have a job. I'm living off of money that we got from selling the house and my separation. So I'm trying not to rush into things, but yeah, it's getting to the point where I'm gonna need to start looking for a job soon, or get my life, that part of my life, in order. I have some prospects. But nothing's set in stone quite yet. Yeah, I think what else? I don't have a car, which has been tough on me, only because I'm so used to having one. But I'm also living in the city. Like, my building has 41 floors. I think this is the biggest building I've ever lived in. So that's that, and I mean, I could always take an Uber, and it's not very expensive here. I want to say, not expensive compared to the US. I want to make that clear. Like, for somebody making dollars, it's very reasonable. But the cost of labor is so much less here. So, for most people, it's inaccessible. But because I am living off dollars, it's accessible. I kind of want to make that clear. Like, people don't make enough money here to be able to do that every day the way I do. So, I just want to acknowledge my privilege. I was planning to go back to the US for Meta, the Meta conference every year, but honestly, I'm a little nervous about this situation in the US. So I might not be able to go, which is making me really sad, because that's where I get to meet with my eating disorder community and family. And I have friends that are giving talks. So I'm trying to deal with that too. And I'm missing my cousin's wedding, which I had to RSVP yesterday. No, she's getting married in Florida, and that feels a little scary with ICE at the airports and stuff. Don't mind me, I'm trying to be as polite about stuff while I'm eating, but you have bones and stuff on your food, it happens. Forgive me. I'm trying to be real. Yeah, you know, if I keep doing these, let me know what you want me to talk about, what you want to see, if this is helpful or not. I did cook with a friend the other day, so I don't know if that's something you want to see. Yeah, I'm not planning on editing any of these, so it's not like content creation or anything like that. It's more of just sitting with you, eating together, if that's helpful. I feel like it's hard for me to eat alone. So I'll be on the phone with a friend or something while I'm eating, or I'll watch a show, or so maybe this could be what you watch while you eat. Not live, which makes it a little less interactive, which is upsetting to me, but you know, I can't be perfect all the time, and I shouldn't let it stop me, because it's not perfect. So I hope it lets me upload this, because I realize it's kind of long. If not, I'll find a way to, I guess, edit it. Oh, maybe I'll put it on YouTube or whatever. Let's see. I do want to take you from like beginning of my meal to the end, if possible, so that we can, I can see it through. Probably about this, definitely. I have some allergies that I'm dealing with. I hope it doesn't sound too loud on the headphones. Yeah, and I don't eat with my glasses on, so I don't know why. It's always been that way since I was a kid. Now I'm all worried about my manners. But we can't let the fact that it's not perfect to stop us. It's like the perfection or something of the enemy of the good. I can't remember. About 26 minutes in, and I am almost done. Obviously eat slower when I'm talking. But I've been able to make progress. It used to take me a lot longer to eat. I actually had a dietitian once that would like, not time me, but kind of remind me to eat while we were talking. We would have meals together sometimes. I would just talk and not eat. But I'm trying not to do that and get through the meal, because that was one of the things I used to do. Yeah, so 5 years. I started recovery in the middle of lockdown, like 2021. But I was watching videos on online, like meal supports, for probably at least 6 months before I realized that I needed to get help too. So shout out to COVID Eating Disorder Support, because they really literally changed my life. It's where I met all my friends in the community. We still have like a group chat, and we meet up during the Meta conference. The other thing I want to do, like the big dream, is to set up a treatment center here in the Philippines, because we don't have one. I hear people go to Thailand or they go to the US, but that's very inaccessible to, 99.95% of the people here. It's just something I have to be careful with. Like, I just have to tread lightly, only because a lot of people don't have food here. So I want to make sure that I can be sensitive about that, or also help people that are restricting or that have body image problems or that stuff. So it's a little bit of a tricky situation. Excuse me, only because I don't want to be insensitive. If you don't know, I'll probably cross-post this on the Hygge Meal Support account. I run that, and I've kind of not taken care of that very well. So I want to get back to that. I was busy getting separated, packing my whole house, selling it, moving like every month for 6 months, and then I'm finally settled again. So I'm trying to be in the right space to help others while I'm, you know, it was hard when I didn't have the capacity. So I feel like I have the capacity again. I probably have like 3 more bites. So I might do that while I'm talking. I think it's the spoon thing that makes me uncomfortable. So we don't use spoons in the US, like to eat rice. But that's how we eat rice here, because if you've ever tried eating rice with like chopsticks or a fork and a knife, it's kind of hard. The rice just falls everywhere. That's why we use a spoon here in the Philippines. I keep saying US, I'm not there anymore. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you have any questions about what it's like here. But the food situation has made it a lot easier for me to nourish myself, because I'm not worried about money as much. I mean, mind you, there are expensive restaurants and things like that, but like the everyday food is not very expensive for me. It is for other people. And my rent is so much more reasonable. Like, I'm paying, I mean, mind you, I had a house in Massachusetts, so not cheap, but my mortgage for 1 month in the US is equivalent to 1 year in my apartment. So if you're on a fixed income, that's really helpful, because, you know, just being able to live here and eat here and have your basic needs taken care of is a lot more reasonable. When I'm down to my last bite, I only like carrots in like stews. So I will eat a whole bunch of carrots if it's in like a stew or a soup or something. I don't eat it. I don't like it raw. I don't like it by itself. My last bite. Yeah. You made it through with me. I hope if you're still eating that you'll keep eating even if I'm done. If this works out, if this is what will be helpful, then I'll probably do this again. Take care, everybody.